It's showtime.
Hello, cadets. Welcome to another episode of the Big Monster Briefing Room. I am General Lemuel T. Howitzer, retired. I salute you. We are going to, in this episode number 154, we are going to talk about A Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Producer Robert Shea decided to take over the franchise from Wes Craven and see if he could do it without Wes Craven. And, well, let's just say, it's not one of the better Freddys. Let me bring up my able-bodied assistants, Major Millie Hazzard and Master Sergeant Havoc.
It's a pleasure to serve as always, General. We're the last defense, and we're keeping Americans safe and all citizens of the planet. And even other planets, probably. We're keeping them safe, too.
That's right.
And I'm guessing you're on assignment as well.
Yeah, but I can't talk about nothing. You can't. You can't try to get it out of me. You're trying to block. You're trying to go into this confidentiality thing and breach our confidentiality. We don't stand for that. You know what I'm saying? I know you're retired, but I'm not retired. Well, I gotta.
It's just not a gal thing, and you don't have your face on, and you're just embarrassed about it. So,
well, it could be. It could be. It could be. But that's the mystery. I'm like Greta Garbo. I got all this mystery.
Yeah, there's a lot of mystery. Yes.
Only Roland knows the truth. You can ask your friend Roland about it. He'll tell you.
No, I'm not going to talk about that. So not with him. Anyway. All right. So Freddy Krueger. This is a New Line Cinema production. They released all of the Nightmare on Elm Street. This is the school bus Freddy Krueger movie. It starts and ends with a school bus. Ooh. School bus. What could be more horrifying than riding the school bus?
Oh yeah. I rode a school bus to school, and by golly, coming back down those old country roads with the big old potholes and stuff. Yeah, the seats had no suspension on. You were
the big old potholes.
That's right. You rattle your guts out.
That's Freddy's Revenge. Watch out for those big old potholes.
That's Freddy's Revenge. Not to be confused with Montezuma's Revenge, which is...
That's Robert Englund as the bus driver. He's the guy that plays Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Back then, he was on the show V, the alien thing.
Yeah.
And you know what I remember from riding the school bus was people thumping your ear.
Oh, yeah.
You ever don't thump somebody's ear? Oh, my God. Yeah. That really hurts.
Yeah.
It really does. Makes your ear all red for like an hour. I hated that. I couldn't stand that. When it happened to other people or me, I hated it.
Yep.
Okay, so they're all laughing at the dorky kid on the back of the bus. That kid is actually Jesse Walsh, played by Mark Patton. And this is a dream of his, a dream sequence. And of course, the bus rolls right out of the neighborhood and right into a desert. And there's lightning all around. It gets dark real fast. And the bus stops, and there's only a couple of girls and him, Jesse, on the bus. Everybody else has disappeared. I can't even remember if he let all the others off the bus.
No, they're just gone.
They're just disappeared. And it's just those two girls and him.
Yep.
The girls who were making fun of him and him. And he's looking out the window, and they're looking out their window, and they see that the ground is crumbling all around them. And there's like an earthquake kind of thing. And then they're on top of these two, giant dirt mound kind of things. Lightning all around them. That's scary. Ooh. And the bus driver is Freddy Krueger. And he spins around and they're like, oh my God. And he's got the metal glove and he's scratching the bus seats. Oh, scary.
Now, that's never a good sign. I'm just going to say, because these are training films and we're training people, the citizens, good citizens of Earth. It's never a good sign. If Freddy Krueger is driving your bus, you need to get off, okay? Do not pass go. Just don't question it. Just get the heck off that thing because it's not a good idea at all.
Well, yeah, there's not much place to go. That's the whole point here when they're on top of a giant dirt mound in the middle of nowhere. Oh, yeah. Well, this is not for kids. This is a scary show. Ooh, scary. And there's lots of bloody, gory stuff like cutting tomatoes. So, yeah, don't...
if you got a thing against tomatoes, yeah, don't watch this. Yeah.
Exactly. So, Jesse screams as he wakes up from his nightmares. Freddy closes in on him and he's scratching the top of the bus and everything. And
this is a very sexy thing, for all the guys watching. All the girls want to see this. He's got a hot bod. It's just
Jesse's beefcake.
Oh yeah, he's a total beefcake.
He looks like he has man boobs.
Yeah,
he's a teenager. He's supposed to be a teenager.
No, those are developing into pectoral muscles. It's from a lot of push-ups.
I don't know. Those look suspiciously like man boobs to me. So his parents are played by, of all people, Clu Gullier, who was evidently doing a lot of these kind of films at that time. He had jumped the fence into the horror world. He also did Revenge of the Living Dead, or Return of the Living Dead. I'm sorry. Return. And the mother is played by
Hope Lang.
Hope Lang, who was Charles Bronson's woman. That's Charles Bronson's squeeze, man.
Yep. Well, yeah, she was for a while.
Seems to me we didn't have her much longer after this movie was made. I think she died of like breast cancer or something.
Yeah. I thought Bronson's woman was Jill Ireland.
You're right.
Now, Hope Lang, well, you might be thinking because Hope Lang was in Death Wish, played his wife in that one.
Oh, okay. That might be what threw me off. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Well, I always thought that was Jill. Anyway. All right. Yeah. You caught me in one. We do that from time to time. We catch each other and stuff like that. Yeah. So, okay. I stand corrected. Yeah. That's Hope Lang. I don't know if she's still alive, but there she is. And there's a little girl who's Jesse's sister. I believe that's Carrie. Nope, wrong. Angela, played by Christy Clark, who now is a gorgeous blonde in Hollywood. She's all grown up now, and the rest of them look very old. Anyway.
Yep.
And they do the little thing with the fingers where she goes in and gets the prize out of the cereal box. And oh, look at that. It's the little witch fingers. Doing a little nod to Freddy there already.
Yeah.
Now, this is his girlfriend, Lisa Weber, played by Kim Myers, who, tell me she doesn't look like Meryl Streep. A young Meryl Streep.
Looks like a very young Meryl Streep. Yep.
Yes. Like a teenage Meryl Streep.
A little bit of Meryl Streep, a little bit of Annette O'Toole.
Yeah. The hair is Annette O'Toole.
Yep.
But the face.
But her face.
Very young Meryl Streep. Yeah.
Is a young Meryl Streep. Yep.
So anyway, we digress.
We digress.
The coach seems to have it in for Jesse and his friend Ron Grady, played by Robert Russler. I'm looking at my notes. Yeah. So he's always making them do push-ups and run around the schoolyard there. Anyway, we'll find out why later. Seems like there's a little love interest there. Anyway.
Yep. And
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I said, yeah, it's a nice shot of the old Krueger house that they wound up buying there.
Yeah, this is the house that was in the first movie with the red door. And
not Kruger, Nancy's house.
Yeah, Nancy's house, right? Nancy,
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and there's rumors going around that she went crazy and killed her mother. Nancy's not dead, as we find out in the next film, which is a very good installment in this series, The Dream Warriors.
Yeah.
Anyway, he is dreaming again, and he dreams that he walks outside. He goes out, looks at the boiler room from outside. Not sure why he doesn't just go down to the boiler room, as is the case with most of these. And he does that later. But he sees the boiler flare up there, down in the boiler room, in the basement. I guess I shouldn't call it the boiler room. The boiler room is actually where Freddy died. This is the basement. This is the Walsh basement.
Yeah, it's just the furnace.
Yeah. So he comes back in the house, and there's Freddy Krueger. Hey, kid, we got work to do. And then he goes and pulls the top of his head off and says, "You got the body, I got the brains."
Yeah, they were trying real hard to get that creepy, black humor.
And I swear to God, this kid screams and wets himself like a little girl every time one of these dreams.
Yeah, he screams like a little girl. Oh, really?
He's a screamer, that one.
Yeah, he is.
Yep. And I think the PE teacher knows that. Anyway.
Yep. It's like, oh yeah, he'll make
perfect. We're totally missing this scene here because we're just making fun of him. So he falls asleep in his science class, his biology class, and a snake wraps around him, and it's the teacher's snake.
Yeah,
it's his pet.
Yeah,
and big joke. Yeah. So that's not scary. I'm sorry. Ooh. I'm sorry. Ooh. You haven't legitimately scared me yet.
Well, I think we're supposed to think that
pulling the head off is kind of weird, creepy.
Yeah, but
but again, it was Freddy hurting himself, not you. So here, as Hazzard says, we have to throw these kind of shots in for the guys and the gals. Here she is coming out of the pool.
Yep. Nice.
Moist, damp with dew.
Nice tan line there.
Oh, what's that?
It's a nice tan line.
She got a farmer's tan.
I think, yeah. Ever since Phoebe Cates came out of that pool in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, it's every boy's fantasy.
That's a tan line now. But his father makes him clean his room. He's like, you're not going out to see some girl. You got to clean your room. So he's got to clean his room. And now you have the obligatory. What's the Tom Cruise movie?
Oh, Risky Business.
Risky Business moment.
Yep.
And he's playing a tennis racket, around his crotch, and then the girl's walking.
Yep. Of course.
Wah, 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 wah. Hope Lang. So she finds his jock itch powder and spray and says, "Hey, where did I put this?" Big joke. And then she finds Nancy's journal. Of all the things to leave in the house when they clean out the house, they leave Nancy's journal. And I don't know what it is about this girl taking the shit that he's already put in the closet where it belongs. She's taking it out and going, "Okay, where do I put this? In the closet? That's where I had it."
Exactly, yeah.
So she's pulling bowling balls and shit out. Yeah, it's like, where do you want this? Back on the shelf where you just grabbed it.
Back where you had it, got it from.
How about this evil journal from the person that lived here before? Where do I put that? All right, let's read it. So they read it. And they read about Freddy Krueger in the dreams, and the crazy girl. And they mentioned she's the crazy girl that lived here, lived in this house. Is it this house? And she killed her mother. So, and he has another dream sequence where everything's melting in his room. It's so hot. Krueger is the worst father ever, by the way. This house is boiling hot for days, and he's like, hey, let's just take a little of this with the refrigerator. Just needs a shot of Freon. And it's like, okay, so fix it, knucklehead. Your family's miserable. Go stay in a hotel for a day or two until you get it fixed.
See, you know, down here in Texas, we don't have furnaces like that. We don't have basements because it's hot as the devil anyway, so we don't need all that stuff.
fix the damn furnace in the basement so it doesn't keep coming on all the time.
Exactly. How come this kid's the only one going down to the basement? How come Daddy ain't, you know, getting off his lazy ass and
unconnect that bastard?
Exactly, but nope.
So this is Carrie. She's Lisa's friend, and she got a body like a boy. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sure she's much better now. Sydney Walsh. Her name is Walsh, by the way. Imagine that. They're talking about the coach in the locker room, and the coach catches him, and he makes him do the push-ups again.
They just repeated that scene.
Wow, gosh, why is he always picking on us? Gosh. Here is a scene that, again, that makes no sense. I don't know why they put it in here at all. It's not scary. It's weird. The parakeets, there's two parakeets. The mother decides it's boiling hot. I think I'm going to put a big blanket over the parakeets. And then they're, of course, they freak out. They're angry because you just, made it hotter in a house that's boiling hot. And one of the parakeets kills the other parakeet because it's so pissed off. And then it gets out, and it becomes like the birds. Why did they cast Tippi Hedren as the mom?
Right?
It's swooping down on Clu Gallagher, cuts his cheek, and then it explodes. It spontaneously combusts.
Yep.
Can we go back to that slide? Sorry.
That's a great scene.
Spontaneously combusts because it's so goddamn hot in that house.
And then all the feathers come floating down, and it's like,
yeah, really. It's like, come on.
When did this turn into a comedy?
It's funny. You're making me laugh. Stop it.
Oh.
So this is where Jesse has it in with his dad. Dad, you bought the house of the crazy people, and now it's haunted, and we're having bad dreams. Blah, blah, blah. And then Jesse has another dream where he was walking in the rain downtown to the Blue Oyster Bar. Do you guys remember the Blue Oyster Bar from the Police Academy movies? Yep. Well, now Jesse has walked into the Blue Oyster Bar, and guess who's all dressed up in leather? It's the coach.
The coach, yep. Like you didn't see that. Like you didn't see that.
Coach Schneider. So he says, "Come on, kid, go take a shower." And then as the kid's taking a shower, all the balls and shit start flying off the shelf, hitting the coach, and then he gets tied up by his own jump rope.
Jump rope, yep.
Yeah, that's what happened. And then it ties him up in the shower, and the towels fly out of the towel bin and smack his ass. Ooh. So this is like the coach's dream. It might be Jesse's nightmare, but it's like the coach's dream come true. And then Jesse comes up with a claw and, Freddy's claw and claws him to death. So that's not good. So again, is it scary? Not really. I'm going to do that a lot during this show. So the police, look at the look on the policeman's face. Is this yours? we thought we'd bring him home. We don't want to tell you how we found him, but it looks like
yeah, we found him naked, running around.
Went the wrong direction.
Yep.
Let's just say they should have picked a safe word. The kid just didn't know when to stop. So Clu Gallagher's like, no kid of mine's going to be hanging out in the coach in the middle of the night. I'm putting bars on the windows. And the mother's like, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm sure about this. Jesse walks past him. He's past dealing with his parents. They're just knuckleheads, and gets in his car with Lisa and goes to school, only to find out that the coach has been killed. I guess he forgot all about the whole thing the night before. Thought it was a dream or something. The police took him home. And that's when Ron Grady, they call him Grady, I think.
Yeah, he's called Grady.
Maybe I shouldn't say that because that's like the friend to Fred Sanford on Sanford and Son. You know, hey Fred, did you hear about Coach Snyder? Oh man, he was killed last night. He was tied up, and they cut his back up in the gym locker. I'm sorry, that was my Grady impression.
And impressive it was.
You big dummy! I told you not to tie up with the coach. So another dream. Freddy's glove is knocking on the inside of the dresser drawer. Jesse is goes into Carrie's room. Not Carrie, Angela's room, and she's doing the 1, 2, Freddy coming for you. 3, 4, better lock the door. Now, this movie is a different. I'm sorry.
So they just had to throw that in there. That had to be that moment, and it's kind of creepy, but yeah, it's like all right.
Yeah. They had a different composer for this film, so you don't get the Freddy Krueger theme. You know, you don't get that. So it's kind of moody, weird, cheap sounding music. I'm sorry. Again, Robert Shea was just cashing in on Nightmare on Elm Street, which was a huge success, thanks to Wes Craven, the guy that, you know, created it and knows how to, you know, he knows scary. So again, another breakfast scene, you know, another argument with the dad. And then the toaster catches fire. And it's not plugged in. The dad goes over and goes, "Oh, let me fix it." Oh, it's not plugged in.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like some spooky moments, like
ooh, toaster, evil toaster. I'm sorry, this movie. I'm sorry, it's just such a dismal disappointment compared to the original. And then the next one, they did the right thing. They brought Wes Craven back.
Well, yeah.
And you know, it was badass. You know, he's got all these kids that are freaking going nuts because they can't dream.
Yeah.
And in the dream world, they're badasses. And
they brought Nancy back. You know,
and they brought Nancy back.
Perfectly
and
fine.
John Saxon for a cameo.
Yeah. See, I always thought that Dream Warrior, that was the sequel to this one. Was like some weird one-off.
Again, they just were like, you know what? All we need is Freddy Krueger. Yeah, that's good.
And really, you don't even get a lot.
This proves that. This proves for a shadow of a fact. No, you got to have the creator involved for it to be any good. And again, the dream after Dream Warriors, you know, Shea took over again. The Dream Master, the Dream Child, you know, all the others after that he did.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know, got to call a spade here. Freddy's New Nightmare, which was also directed by Wes Craven, had some scary moments in it, but that wasn't up to the. I'm telling you right now, part 1, part 3, forget the rest of the series.
There you go. Yep.
That's me. That's just me.
Yeah.
So
I did like. I thought that when the Freddy versus Jason, I thought that was pretty good.
That was good.
Brought them together, but yeah.
Because you had the two monsters, you know, squaring off against each other. Yeah, that was pretty good writing, actually. Yeah. I don't think Wes Craven was involved in that one, but that was better than what Robert Shea does.
Yeah, yeah, you could tell that whoever did that he was a fan. They were fans of the originals. Yeah,
they knew.
Yep.
Yeah, they knew what was scary.
Yep.
Yeah, especially Jason. Jason was really scary in that.
Yeah.
True that. All right, so let's get back to our timeline. So, okay, the toaster.
You digress.
Yeah. Evil toaster. Ooh.
Evil toaster.
Now Lisa decides, hey, let's go to the old boiler room where Freddy Krueger died and see if we can find anything there. Okay. Usually when you go into Freddy Krueger's domain, you know, the place, here's the thing. Ghosts usually hang out in one place. They're stuck in one particular house or place. So you would think that that's Freddy Krueger's domain. That's where he's probably hanging out. His ghost is really hanging out. And there's potential for a lot of scare there. Okay. Mm-hmm. Not here. This scene. They go in. Jesse looks around real serious. Hey, there's a cabinet there. Oh, what could be in that cabinet? Nothing.
A rat, big giant rat. Well, yeah, they established the rat because they brought it back later, but we'll get to that.
So yeah, this again, they're just making up shit at bad time. Yeah. We gotta have an hour and a half here. That's like this scene. There's no real reason for it. I mean, other than to show you that Lisa knows where Freddy Krueger's place is, where the boiler room is. So there's the ominous cabinet.
Ooh.
So
is there a body?
Okay. Jump scare. Not very scary. Very scary. Then we have a point of view shot going up the stairs in the house, the Walsh house now. And Jesse goes into Angela's room. Angela. That's for you Tony Danza fans. Angela. And he's got his Freddy Krueger glove on. Oh my God, I'm going to kill my little sister. Gah! Which he doesn't do, so that's good. And he's on Stay Up, which, you know, could be for something else.
Yeah.
Man, I can't have nightmares. God darn, I can't get rid of this boner.
It's been 4 hours. I need to call a doctor.
Before Viagra, there was Stay Up.
Stay Up. That seems like that should have been the name of. That's a better name for that.
And he's drinking Coke. Little product placement there. Drink a little Coca-Cola. So Jesse looks rough the next day. Lisa notices it. That's her noticing. Wow, he looks like he hasn't slept in a while. He's edgy.
Stay Up.
Ron, his friend, is doing the gag where he always talks when his mouth is full and stuff's falling out of his mouth onto his tray. And Jesse is not having it. He's very testy and angry. That one. Yeah. So she does tell everybody in this scene that she's having a big party at her pool party at her house tonight, and her father will be running the party. But he he plays like Benny Goodman. At the party, but it's gonna be a cool party. Free booze, free food, barbecue food. Come on out. We'll try to see if we can get my dad to go upstairs with my mom. Oh, he's got the red chef hat on. And when that happens, hey, we can get busy.
They're
orgy time.
You have to do the little Ficky Waka later, real.
Hey, Mom, yes indeed.
Mom here. I don't know who that is, but she's pretty hot there.
We got teenage girls. Mrs. Weber is played by Melinda O'Fee. And Mr. Weber is played by Tom McFadden, character actor, done a lot of TV.
Yeah.
And he is suitably dorky, even dorkier than Clu Gulager, amazingly. So, hey, Lisa gets him off in the cabana. Jesse, time for a little Ficky Waka. She got her mom to take dad upstairs. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where's Hazzard? She should be commenting with all this.
I've nothing to say. I got nothing to say about it. You guys are running all the bases. You got it all.
Do you think this is debauchery? Come on now.
It's a little, but we're dealing with this Freddy Krueger guy. He's like the real problem here. The little debauchery is not a big deal.
In this film, not really.
Well, I guess I see your point. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit too heavy on the debauchery side, and they're taking pills and everything. It's a little bit, it's a little bit edgy. I would say it's edgy.
Dad was heating up the wieners, and now Mom's upstairs heating up his wiener, and they're pulling out the Red Ryder wagon full of beer.
That's the an American pool party is what that looks like to me.
Right. Then they break out the tunes, and there's
Jesse's getting busy. Yeah, with Lisa, and all of a sudden the big giant Freddy tongue comes out. I hate when that happens. I hate when the big giant Freddy tongue comes out.
And that scene where she's, that bottom scene there. Oh, that's like, was it me? Do I smell? Should I use the stay up pills?
Oh, she's like, oh man, I was that close. I was that close. He's so hot. I was that close. He does have man boobs though. She was that close, folks. And hey, what's wrong with a little Freddy tongue? Exactly. Go with it, buddy. Use it. So then he goes to Ron's house. Ron didn't get invited to the party, evidently, or he decided not to go.
Oh yeah, he decided not to go. He decided he wasn't going to go. Yeah,
he's going to sleep. There's a party animal for you. So how he got in the house, we don't know. But yeah, instead of being with Lisa with the Freddy tongue, he just decided he wants to spend time with Ron. Sorry, little belch there, little peach belch.
Uh-oh.
So Ron is like, and he says the same thing. Oh, you could have had it with Lisa, and here you are in my room, dude.
Dude, are you gay or what?
Are you gay, dude? Come on, what was that going on with Coach Snyder?
You're hanging out with the coach, man. What? Yeah, see, they didn't bring out any of that up.
Jesse wears two dorky shirts through this whole movie too. This is one of them. There's a yellow one too that he wears. They look like pajama tops. I don't know who the costume person is on this.
Yeah, I know. No, that was very 80s.
Was it?
Yeah. I hate to say it. Yep.
Okay. Well, you say so.
Yeah. See, Jesse's got that that Kevin Bacon hair from Footloose.
Kevin Bacon hair.
Yeah. Betty Davis eyes. You got
Kevin Bacon hair. He's got bacon hair.
You got bacon hair. That's right.
You have to use bacon grease to keep it up.
That's right.
It's bacon hair. All right. So Lisa's telling her friend, Carrie, she was that close. She goes, well, he's kind of mixed up in his head. Maybe you should go to him. Carrie's a good friend. Get some, girl. Come on.
There you go. Yeah.
Here's Jesse overreacting again. Because Ron, he told Ron, don't go to sleep. Whatever you do, dude, don't go to sleep. And we know what's going to happen. We know Ron's going to go, yeah, right, whatever. He's going to conk out. Exactly. We know. So sure enough, he goes to sleep. And, look at that face. Cry, baby.
Worst O face ever.
and Jesse, the fingernails start coming out. What are you, a werewolf now? Come on.
Is that
What the hell is this? Freddy Krueger in London? What the fuck?
Freddy Krueger in London. That's a movie I would watch. It's got to be better than this one.
An American Krueger in London.
There you go.
And then they have the scene where Freddy's eye is looking out of Jesse's mouth. That's kind of weird. and we have the Freddy pushing through Jesse's chest. Okay, which is again, these are all stolen ideas that were kind of tweaked a little bit for this film. They were stolen from the first movie. Freddy doing that through the wall. His face coming through the wall, that kind of thing. Oh, let's have him come through Jesse's chest. That'll be cool. Kids will like that. Now, here's the weirdest part of this scene. Okay, that's Ferris Bueller's dad.
Yeah.
Okay, that is Ferris Bueller's dad. It is. What the hell is he doing in Rod's house? The hell is Ferris Bueller's dad doing in Rod Grady's house? Where's his dad? I think that was a big casting mistake there. Hey, we could get Ferris Bueller's dad to be Ron's dad. Let's do it. So Freddy Krueger busts out of Jesse's body. By the way, this is the only film where the Freddy Krueger glove becomes a hand with fingers coming out of it, I think.
Yeah.
Well, the knives are coming out of Jesse's hand. And he claws Jesse right through the. Do you realize how much power you have to put your fingernails through a door like that? And much less, and I think it claws down the door. Actually, it actually claws down the door, and blood comes through. Yeah. God, that's superhuman. That's like Superman strength to do that. And this is Jesse, little crybaby kid. So I'm not buying it.
Yeah.
Sorry. So that's probably the bloodiest thing that's happened in this movie up to this point is Ron's death. He gets, gored by. Okay, the Coach Schneider's back a little bit.
Yeah.
So the party, things start to happen. You can see they're all getting busy now. They're all lounged down with their girls, and you're gonna get some busy. I'm telling you right now, little ficky walking gonna happen at this party.
That's right.
There's people in the pool having sex in the pool. Ew. There's people on the lounge deck chairs having sex on the deck chairs. And Jesse shows up just to ruin the party. I killed Ron. I killed him right in front of me. And Lisa's like, okay, all right. You want to go out to the cabana? You still got that stay up, right?
Can we please finish what we started earlier?
And that tongue thing you were doing was really good. And he's like, I killed him. I did. She's like, oh crap, I'm not gonna get any. So then the wieners catch fire. The pool turns into a jacuzzi.
Yeah. I hate it when your wieners explode.
The wieners explode. The beer. Oh my God! If that's not a symbol for sex, right there. Those cans are squirting all over the place. Ejaculating cans of beer all over the place. Is that Coke on the right hand side? Did they put Coke in there?
No, it's Coors and looks like Budweiser.
Okay. I see the Coors, but the red cans I thought were okay.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Budweiser.
It's a little product placement there. Coors and Budweiser, yeah. Budweiser. So yeah, just shooting all over everybody now. The gate's locking itself now. Why you would put an unlock lock in the thing on the gate anyway? That's just dangerous. And then again, the window locks lock, the door locks lock. Freddy Krueger's keeping this orgy happening.
Mm-hmm.
He's keeping everybody in. I'll go put stamp. The TV explodes. The goldfish tank explodes.
Yeah, the aquarium. Yep.
And Jesse's looking around like, wow, this stuff's happening in my house too. Does your dad not fix the AC?
What is it with these dads?
Don't you? I can't remember where that house is. I'm guessing California. But do they have furnaces in California down in the basement? Do they have basements down in California? Anyway.
I don't know.
So Freddy ducks down behind the coffee table and all of a sudden Jesse ducks down behind the coffee table and comes up as Freddy. Chases her around the house there. She's shrieking. The parents hear it. This crap's going on outside. The parents hear it. Hey, what the hell's going on out there?
He's biting her leg for some reason.
He bites poor Lisa's calf. Ouch. And they're like, you're like, why is he doing that? Well, later they do a calf thing when she goes to the boiler room to take care of Freddy. She's got a knife. She's got a Michael Myers knife. And he's like, I love you, Lisa. Trying to work on her. It was my tongue, Lisa. I love you, Lisa. She stabs him right through the Freddy sweater, and he's like, oh, he's so manly. And all the guys are watching. They're like, hey, dude.
Gnarly.
It's like 4 guys are literally at the window. These are the guys that didn't get dates, I guess. They're at the window watching. Hey, wow, I think he's going to get some.
These are the incels, before they had the internet and the incels would go on like Reddit and all their message boards that they got. Now this was like pre-incel, they just have each other and they're talking about how women are terrible because we don't date them and all of that. So this is a pre-internet incel.
They're going to be talking about Lisa at school tomorrow. And then she says something like, I love you to him, showing that she loves him and she's, she knows he's still in there. And he just jumps out the door there. And disappears.
They're just like a man. You tell him you love him, and then he's just out the window, just like that. I mean, it's like
you with you forever.
Exactly. So I'm telling you the truth. If you listen, ladies, if you're ever getting harassed by a man, whether it's a criminal or a ghost or any sort of male energy, all you got to do is just tell him you love him. He'll scram like in a heartbeat. It'll be fantastic. It's the best way to get rid of him. You just say, I love you. I wanna have your children. I want to cook your dinner. I want to take care of you. They're out of the door. They're out of the door in a millisecond.
He will break right through the bay window there.
You see that? That's like real footage of a woman that told a man she loved him. It's exactly real footage. It's a documentary.
I can change him, make him better.
Right. It's the most accurate part of the movie, to be honest.
The power of Christ compels you.
And then,
I love you.
That's next week. Wait a minute.
Sorry.
Don't get ahead of us. So the kids are all around like, hey, wow, that was weird. The wieners, burst into flames. The beer spewing all over everybody. Dudes, whoa. And they're like wondering what the hell. And Freddy comes, busting out of the side of the pool there, the deck area. Here I am again. They're trying to get out. He's clawing them. They're getting electrified by the fence for some, or the fence is really hot. I don't know. They can't get out. It's locked. And then their father comes out. He's seeing all that stuff happen. There's huge flames bursting up out of nowhere. I love this shot here. This poor guy, this poor extra. This is all he gets to do in the movie. They just climb all over him to get out, and he gets killed because they trample him. That's all he gets to do. That was me, man. I got trampled. And those white shorts, trample in his underwear. This is all this guy gets to do. He gets the claw to the stomach, blood coming out. Scary. And this guy is the guy's like, hey, it's going to be okay, dude. Don't worry. It's going to be fine. I know they all sound like Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
It's going to be okay, man. Just calm down, all right? And of course, Freddy kills him. He's like, what are you, some kind of lame liberal? Get out of my way. So now the father does what any father would do. He breaks open his own gun case with a chair. It's like, you could open the door, right? You forgot where the key was? What the hell?
But yeah, figures that. Ain't got time for no key. Just break the glass. In case of emergency, break glass.
I mean, and that's a nice gun case too, and he breaks right into it.
Yeah. Now I gotta say,
don't go too fast. We got another 15 minutes, right? Oh no, we got like 7-8 minutes. Okay, well we're wrapping up anyway.
Yeah. Well, no, that shot of Freddy standing in front of the fire. That's the best shot in the movie, right?
That's the money shot, as we say.
That's the money shot
in the
right
business.
there.
Yeah, that's the money shot. That is the one clip from this movie it's truly Freddy. He says, "You are all my children now."
Yeah.
So that was cool. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But like out of this whole movie, that one bit, come on. School buses? Really? Yeah. So yeah, let's focus on that for a second. That's cool. All right. All right. So, the father comes out. He shoots at Freddy with the shotgun and kills the potato salad.
Worst shot ever.
Evidently, this guy was a stormtrooper in a previous life, or that's potato salad. That really is all over the place. Excuse me. Darn. The mother is consoling her daughter, and then Lisa takes off because she knows where Freddy Krueger, his ghost, is. Because they went to she says, I love you. That's right. She says, I love you again and again. It just, damn you.
I'm going to walk through this bush and burst into flames.
He walks right through the bush and it bursts into flames. Yes. Yeah. And he's gone. Yes, Hazzard, you are correct. All a woman has to say is, I love you.
Just say, I love you, and they're out of there.
That's it.
Very good.
Forever with you. God.
And you know, I couldn't help but think about the Simpsons, that meme with
where he backs into the bush.
With the backs into the that's just exactly.
Yes.
If he walks right.
Freddy Krueger can walk right through your bush.
Well, that's what she said.
I was just thinking that. Thank you, Haley. Haley Khan? Is that like Necronomicon? Anyway, sorry. What's the one in San Diego? Comic-Con, right? San Diego Comic-Con.
Comic-Con, yep.
So she's rolling her eyes now. God, another con joke about my name. So she goes to the boiler room. She's gonna go save Jesse, by gosh, because she wants him forever.
And why is he driving his car?
This is a thing that they did based on the first movie. They light everything with red and green lights because Freddy Krueger's sweater is red and green. And if you go into a Freddy Krueger nightmare place, it's going to be lit in red and green. So she goes in. This is kind of a nod, I guess, to Invasion of the Body Snatchers with the dog and the creepy human head. Although this one does not really come across that well. It looks like a dog trying to shake the mask off. Get this damn thing off of me.
It probably was. Like, why is this thing on my face?
Watch out, that pit bull is going to get that mask off and he's going to bite you. And again, all these little scary things that they throw at Lisa, they're just not doing it. Lisa's like, all right, where's Jesse? I'm moving on.
She doesn't even look scared. She's like, okay, well, that's weird.
So there's Jesse's Freddy hand with his fingers and the knives coming out, scraping the thing. Now, yes, the scrapey thing, that's scary, kind of, you know.
Yeah,
because you know it's Freddy getting close to you, that kind of thing. So yeah, she's looking around, and then she feels something on her leg. It's the bite. The bite is festering, and there's like ants on it and maggots, maybe, I don't know. So she's freaking out because she actually wraps a bandage around her leg when she first goes in, which I didn't comment on, and she takes the bandage off, and we see this, and that's probably the gnarliest thing you're going to see in this film. Is the bite on. She looks totally bored in every scene. Kim Myers. Hell of an actress.
Yeah.
I
wish Juilliard.
She doesn't look scared. That's for sure. She's fearless. This one.
Yep.
And this is the giant rat thing. It's a rat puppet. Oh my God! It's a rat puppet. Look out! And again, not scary. Sorry. You know what's scary is coming up in a second here. Freddy, who is basically Jesse, has all this fire around him real close when she says, I love you, or whatever, the whole place starts to go up. Again, he doesn't want her to say, I love you. Freddy doesn't want that. He doesn't want forever. He just wants to use a little Freddy tongue every now and again.
Yeah.
That's scary that the actor, that Robert Englund, is that close to fire. It's all around him. Like, damn. That's got to be really hot, you know, and all that makeup and everything too. Yeah. The sweater. It's got to be worse than Jesse's house. So yeah, let's just keep moving through these slides because this is, you know, dark and yeah, he comes out and he's like, yeah, you and me, come on, baby, you're never gonna get him. And she kisses Freddy. Yeah, it's forever. Ah! And you left your stay up in the home, didn't you? You didn't bring it here. Again, this girl wants some. She'll take it any way she can get it. And there's where the fire starts going up around him. See that? See how close all that fire is to Robert Englund? He's actually got those sleeves up on the actual bars that have fire coming out of them.
Yep.
Yes, he was in V. We said that earlier in the show. Yeah, that's what he was best known for when he got the role of Freddy Krueger. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we do.
Snake. I want to say snake people. It's really more like reptile people.
Yep.
Lizard people.
Lizard
aliens. Yeah, we talked about that a little earlier. So the whole place goes up. The spinning wheels. You know, again, we this is the whole boiler room thing, and Freddy burns up.
Uh-oh. Well. Yep.
He's burning up again. Yeah, I keep telling this guy not to call me during my shows. And he's doing it on purpose. I know he is. But again, it's 8:01, so he's probably going, okay, show's over now. I can call him. All right, so here's what happens. Short of it, Jesse is in the charred Freddy remains there. He crawls out of Freddy the way Freddy crawled out of him earlier. And there's a nice little moment where she sees and she goes and hugs him and pulls some of the ashes off of him and the nasty Freddy creepy skin.
Totally ripping off Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Again, not an original idea in this film, except for You Are All My Children Now with the fire behind it.
Yeah, that's the only, yeah.
That's it. That's the only original idea they had in the film. And yeah. So the next day, they're riding the school bus again. That should have been your wink, wink. That should have been your little clue right there. They're not in Jesse's car. Looks like an ad for the band Gwar from the 80s. I remember Gwar.
Yeah, Gwar rocked.
They were in Florida here. I remember them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this mom. Hey, everything's back to normal, sweetie. Yeah, mom. Love you. Gonna ride the bus to school. Wait a minute. Bus? That was the theme song in this, by the way. Yeah. So he's like, the bus driver. He's like, hey, you passed a couple of stops there. I'm the bus police. Come on now. The bus driver turns around. It's not Robert Englund this time. It's the regular bus driver. And he's like, fuck you. I mean, serious. Look at the look. Fuck you. That's what he's saying. But we're not biting. We're not going for it. We know this is a dream sequence in the bus again with our cast members. We know it. And just to make sure we know it, Carrie's like, that was so weird, wasn't it? And then like a Freddy Krueger claw comes busted through her chest. Ah! Again, stolen from aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Ah! Everybody scream! Ah! 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 Last thing we hear is Freddy Krueger laughing as the bus goes into the desert again. Ah! Full circle, baby! Ah!
Yep, there it goes.
And that's the end. Thank God. Can you tell I was disappointed in this film? Can you tell? I'm not bitter. All right. So next week for Halloween the 31st, we are going to do The Exorcist. Talk about. I had to follow it up with something really good because this was a stinker. This was a stinker. So and hard to believe, a Freddy Krueger stinker, but there it is. They did have Stay Up though, which is fun. They did have that. So yeah, tune in for that. There's two guys and a gal talking about movies. They're going to do Dracula on Monday. They're going to talk about Dracula movies, Dracula. And we did some Dracula not long ago, last week.
Yep.
And I do believe that Roland Pruitt, we were talking about him earlier. He's doing Mothra. That's his next film in the Toho Kaiju canon. So tune in for those next week. Thank you for watching The Big Monster Briefing Room, episode 154, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge. Yes, he got his revenge on us. He took our money at the box office and made us sit through that crappy movie for an hour and a half. We'll never get that time back. We won't get this time back either.
Nope.
Watch out for those big monsters and those crappy movies.
This here's Master Sergeant Havoc. Thank you for watching this episode of the Big Monster Briefing Room. Now, why don't you go ahead and give us a like and subscribe to our channel and ring that notification bell next time big old giant monster comes calling. See y'all later.